Thank you, Congressman King, for that great presentation. So, gentlemen, tonight's first topic is Medicare and the growth of Medicare. And what our audience would like to know is explain what happens to Medicare and to our budget if we do nothing, and explain what happens if we implement the Ryan Plan. And do you agree with the Ryan Plan? And if not, what is your alternative? Please. Newt Gingrich.
Well, look, let me, is this on?
It's supposed to be on.
It should be on now.
Yeah. Test.
Can you hear me? Yeah, mine is not on. That's a disadvantage. Okay. Is this on?
This is on, okay.
Test.
That's all right. Can I go back to 3 minutes?
Absolutely.
Anyway.
You can take all the time.
No, don't say that. I'm a college teacher. It's 55 minutes. They'll get bored. They'll walk out. Let me start because I just want to blow apart part of the premise, okay? If we're stupid enough to do nothing, we'll eventually resemble Greece. We'll just go bankrupt, okay? So it's not complicated. Paul Ryan came up with some very good ideas, and one of them is that he would fundamentally change... let me see that. This is still okay. He would fundamentally change Medicare by going ultimately for younger Americans into a premium support model. Now, I favor, as a choice, a premium support model, but I don't favor a mandatory premium support model. And my reason is very simple. I want us to get back into a habit of giving the people of the United States a range of choices so that you are in power, not the bureaucrats and not the politicians. And if you believe in the free market, we should be able to design a series of choices where the marketplace rapidly beats out the bureaucratic system, and people go to it because it is better for them, not because they've been compelled by politicians to go there. I also think, as a practical matter, if you're dealing with something the size of Medicare, you can't coerce people because they'll defeat you. The fact is, the American people aren't going to let politicians impose on them. And look at the reaction all of us have had to Obamacare, where we said, no, you're not going to impose on us. And the overwhelming majority want to repeal it. So my argument is, we have to come up with solutions that are actually better. The people say, yeah, Walmart doesn't say pass a law so people have to come here on Wednesdays. Walmart says it's our job to offer better value so people decide voluntarily to come here because they think they're getting a better deal. And I think we have to approach how we reshape the country. The scale of change we need is so large, and it is going to take defeating so many entrenched elements of the left, that we have to have a strategy that always starts with the American people deciding that we represent a better future. And that's how I would approach it. Second, both in Medicare and Medicaid, and I'll come back to this 3 or 4 times tonight, you have to get to a better health system in order to get to an affordable health system. Example, we published a book at the Center for Health Transformation several years ago called Stop Paying the Crooks. Now, you would think that's a title that even in Washington, people would have figured out was interesting. Medicare and Medicaid, because the federal government is such a bad administrator, pays between $70 and $120 billion a year. Think about that. It's between $70 and $120 billion a year to crooks. Now, when I say crooks, I mean a dentist who files 982 procedures a day. Now, the super committee is not looking at this. Yet, by itself, this would get them over half the savings they're trying to get. But it requires thinking about government, not just cutting it or increasing it. And getting people in Washington to think is a very big challenge.